deployed.
All right, let's start off this week with John. What are you drinking? What have you been playing this week, buddy?
This week, I am drinking a Kona Brewing Kua Bay IPA because somebody brought it over. What? Really? Cheers.
Cheers.
Joe's is big wave though.
I have the cool one in the beer fridge. So
All right. And this week, all I've played is Insurgency Sandstorm.
Okay, sweet. We'll move on over to Miguel. What are you drinking? And what have you been playing this week, buddy?
Drinking Monster. I played some Mortal Kombat. Got back into that, trying to finish all the towers with all the characters at least once, and then decide who I'm moving on to next because I need a new character. I played the Dark Pictures anthology, Man of Medan. Fuck that game.
Wait, is there an I told you so, or is it too scary?
What was I told you so? Oh no, too scary.
Okay.
It's not bad. No,
Okay.
definitely not a I told you so. You don't get those. Fuck you.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right, sweet. Moving on over to Joe. What are you drinking? What have you been playing this week, buddy?
well, yeah, I do have the Big Wave Golden Ale. That's beer number 2. Beer number 1 is the Founder's Breakfast Stout Coffee Oatmeal Stout. So I'm drinking that right now. Really good.
That sounds like a meal.
And more. Anyway.
Doubt meal.
Yep. As far as what I've been playing, let's see. Played Fallout 76 today. Played Forza 7 on the Xbox. Played Forza Horizon 3 on the Xbox. Played Assassin's Creed Odyssey on the Xbox. What's up, Miguel?
Oh, go ahead, keep going, and then I'll ask my question.
Played Man of Medan on the Xbox. Yeah, fuck that game. And on the Switch, I've been playing the shit out of Portal Knights, and I played a little bit of Ultimate Alliance. That's it.
Did you play Portal Knights after Man of Medan because you needed something not so scary?
No, I actually played Fallout after Man of Medan. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to the Wasteland. It's not that scary. So, yep. What about you, Chris?
Let's see. Right now, I'm drinking the Goose Island IPA, and let's see. On my Xbox, I've been playing quite a bit of Fallout 76, trying to get to level 50. So working my way up, level 37 now. So that's pretty cool. And then on my Switch, moving over to that, I haven't played PS4 in forever. But over on my Switch, I've been playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, and I may have gotten Nintendo's Game of the Year. I mean, you guys, you got to hear me on this. I think I struck gold. I mean, this game is fucking amazing.
All right, tell me your troll pick. What's your troll pick?
No, I'm not trolling. I'm not trolling. I'm just saying this is an amazing game, and there was a bunch of hype around it, and I had to try it out, and I picked up Astral Chain, and it is fucking badass. I really love this game. I kind of would like to talk to you guys a little bit about it later on, but it's a fucking great game.
I don't know if you'll get to talk to us about it. It'll be more like talking at us because I don't know that any of us know what it is.
Yeah. I do.
Joe does.
Bunch of Switch bitches.
It's a really good game. Honestly, think it's going to be in the running for Game of the Year for Nintendo stuff. So
glad you clarified that.
Yeah, not Game of the Year for everything, but for like one of Nintendo's top games. So, and that is pretty much me this week. So, moving on over to the news. Joe, are you ready?
Yep. All right. Well, seeing that the Nintendo presentation was today, there's quite a bit of Switch news. So if you guys want to go to sleep, go to sleep. But they'll be quick. Nintendo announces Overwatch is coming to the Switch officially. It will be released on October 15th. Yeah. So you can play Overwatch on the go. Yes. John.
Is it crossplay?
I'm looking, and I don't think.
Is it crossplay now? The hell kind of question is that?
I guess
Maybe
not.
it could.
Probably not.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. More news probably coming later on, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be some Nintendo themed stuff for the characters. Probably like what Roadhog has, like a Bowser outfit or something, maybe. Who knows?
That'd be pretty cool.
Right?
Yeah, that'd be neat.
Junkrat would be like Waluigi, or Junkrat and Roadhog would be what do you call it? Waluigi and Wario. Anyway, moving on. Castle Crashers Remastered will be released on the Switch September 17th.
Fuck yeah. That's my
So,
jam right
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's not a
It's
new
like 2 weeks away, Chris.
It's not a new game. It's the same old game that came out. But yeah, you can play online or local co-op. So they did add a multiplayer mini game called Back of Barbarian, and yeah, it runs at 60 frames per second. The original ran at 30. DLC and everything, it's going to have everything there. So cool.
Cool.
At launch, the full game will be available digitally on the Nintendo eShop for $15. And it has sold more than 20 million copies since it released in 2008.
Hey Joe, can we pause right there? Can you leave the call and come back? Because you're getting real choppy.
Yeah, you're kind of a robot voice. I'm not reading it. It's over there.
Better? Still kind of eh?
I think you're better.
Eh.
Say something.
Something.
Yeah, you're better.
Okay. Alright, moving on to the next headline. Assassin's Creed Black Flag and Rogue will launch on December 6th on the Switch. More Switch stuff. Nintendo 64 exclusive Doom 64 is coming to the Switch, and it'll be November 22nd. Super Nintendo Entertainment System retro games will be hitting Switch Online tomorrow.
Oh shit.
Yes, there's 20 games. So Brawl Brothers.
Just leave it to me. Just leave it to me.
Brawl Brothers, Demon Crest, Joe and Mac 2, Lost in the Tropics, Kirby Dreamland 3, Star Fox, Super Earth Defense Force, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, Super Puyo Puyo 2, Super Tennis, Breath of Fire, F-Zero, Kirby's Dream Course, Pilot Wings, Stunt Race Effects, Super Ghosts, Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Mario World, Super Metroid, Super Soccer, and The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Oh, I just came.
In addition,
Thank you, Joe.
in addition, Nintendo is also releasing a $30 SNES controller that can be used with the Switch if you want to spend that kind of money.
I might be buying that.
That's it for the Switch shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yay, we're done.
Okay, Gears 5 multiplayer will let you play as Batista. So, if you haven't seen the trailer online, he says it's about damn time. Or I think he says about fucking time, but anyway. Or does he say about damn time, Miguel? Anyway, he turns around and he's all, it's about damn time. So, yeah. Gears 5 releases September 10th, which is less than 6 days away.
Depending on who you are.
Depending on who you are. If you're one of those people, then yeah. Anyway. A game we haven't heard about, Red Dead Online, is getting the Frontier Pursuit update next week. It was announced in August, and now you get 3 new specialist roles, and it's getting better. So just like with a GTA Online, Red Dead Online is becoming better as well. They'll have new ability cards, daily challenges, daily role changes, along with newly added dynamic events. So, yes, Miguel.
What do they call the shark cards? Are they called cow pies?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, September 10th. Last but not least, Telltale is back. So Telltale Games is coming back. Thank you to LCG Entertainment. They purchased the assets and licensing rights to some of the games. According with an interview to Polygon, not all rights were acquired. The Walking Dead is owned by Skybound. Stranger Things is owned by Netflix. Borderlands, Game of Thrones, and others weren't discussed, but some of the rights purchased by the company include The Wolf Among Us, Batman, and Puzzle Agent. So maybe we'll have more Batman stuff coming up. Sources VG247. That's all I got for the news.
All right, sweet. Well, we'll move on over to the dates. Miguel, you ready, buddy?
Yes. This week on Fuck the Switch, Joe already named all those games that come out tomorrow, so fuck the Switch. I'm not going to go over them again. If you need to hear all the shit that's coming out on the Switch, just rewind. Go back to Joe. I'm not doing that. Thank you, Joe. Other than that, we have 9.5 River City Girls, Switch, Xbox, PlayStation. Sorry, I gotta filter through this because, like Joe said, there were 20 games for the fucking Switch. 8.6 NBA 2K20, Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. Creature in the Well on Xbox. Monster Hunter World Iceborne expansion, PlayStation and Xbox. 9.10 Greedfall, Xbox and PlayStation. PES, which is soccer, as we've discussed before. 2020 on Xbox. Walking Dead Telltale Definitive on Xbox. Blasphemous on the Switch. And then I feel like Joe did all my dates this week. Gears 5 on Xbox and PC if you're into that kind of thing. But if you have the Ultimate Edition or Game Pass Ultimate, you get to play Friday, which is we're like 28 hours away. No, 30 hours away.
Woo!
Actually, less than that. 24 plus 2 hours, 26.
Joe looks like he has to poop.
Yes, Joe.
I probably won't be playing it because I got invited to do the Breakpoint beta.
I got that too.
So I'm going to be playing the Breakpoint beta instead of Gears. Sorry.
But you can dress up as a Spartan and it'll be like Halo and you can pretend.
No, because Halo doesn't have a cover system. So that kind of threw me off a little bit.
I may play some Breakpoint this weekend too. I don't know. It's going to be a busy weekend, but I know I already have Gears installed, and I got my new console on Friday, and I'm thinking about canceling it because my Xbox has been working fine, but we'll see what happens.
Knock on wood. Yeah.
Yeah. Dinner! John! Mute dinner! I'm recording the podcast!
Hi.
Thank
yes.
you.
Yes.
Love
You brought me some sushi. I like that raw fish.
And unmute. Okay. That's everything coming out this week.
Sweet. All right. Well,
Sorry, John. You're up next, so I kind of had to put some buffer in there for you.
That's cool. Thank you.
Well, it's time for the greatest segment of all time. John, you ready, buddy?
Yes, sir, I am. All right. This week on The More You Know, we have received one submission for our $100 giveaway. We got one submission for our origin stories.
Congratulations, Earl. Congratulations.
We love
Earl. All right. So I'm going to read his story. So we're going to start off. Origin story time from Earl Magaba.
Woohoo!
Prodigy Drone.
Woo-hoo.
Prodigy Drone was getting ready for another episode of Console Drones when he cracked open the customary drink, a Goose Island IPA, as usual. The exception one fatal night was that the real geese used to make this particular batch was of the radioactive variety. While noting the quality of the hibiscus in the batch he was consuming, he suddenly found himself imbued with the powers of flight, and the ability to control the aviary population. Prodigy Drone still struggles to complete entire games, but even heroes have their weaknesses. Indifferent to being teased about being a bird version of Aquaman, one could say that such comments are like water off a goose's back.
Oh my
So
god, Earl. That is.
Prodigy.
Oh my god, that is Earl. Oh.
Next up, Demonic Drone. Forced into a life of slavery, Demonic Drone was born into an existence of dependence to the Nazi overlords, Bestenkaufen, also known in the West as Best Buy. He continues his life of servitude as a double agent, trying to find ways to screw over his overlords and their putty patrol-like force of mindless servants known as the Geek Squad. All the while creating the Drones Initiative, the idea of bringing together a group of gamers, geeks, and the internet to see if they could become something more.
Oh god, that's awesome.
Deuce Drone.
Here we go.
As part of what?
I said, here we go.
All right. As part of a group known as the Console Drones, Deuce Drone is the maestro of Mad, Archbishop of Angry, and flag bearer of Furious. While a mystery to his team what extent his powers are beyond his uncanny ability to get passionately enraged, when asked about his anger's origins, he replied, "I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't feel anything but anger until I was already a man. By then, it was nothing to me but a cause of more anger." The
Well,
Joker
there's
Drone.
there's no subject of flip flop there. I'm
That's
slightly
true.
disappointed.
So
I
I'm
was kinda
like,
hoping for a Tom Brady joke in there too.
oh, I'm glad he didn't go there, but I'm just envisioning like a Nick Fury and the Hulk enraged while
Yeah, there you
they're
go.
while he's wearing flip flops. You know.
All right. Last up, Joker Drone. The final addition to the console drones, Joker Drone, his powers are being impervious to suggestion and adamant against guidance. He marches to the beat of his own drum. In fact, he probably made that drum himself out of beard hair, ammo casings, and spare bowing parts. His powers also factor into his weakness. As Joker's allegiance to the mighty console has been under scrutiny, but the promise of horseless adventures may prove his worth in to the console drones yet. Thank you.
Bravo.
Honestly,
well done, Earl.
Well, thank you,
done.
Earl. Thank you. I can just say now that there's no way that anyone can top that. There is no way.
They should
oh my
try.
gosh. Well, yeah, listeners, if you this is an example. This is a taste. Okay, this is what we're looking for. Earl has set the bar pretty high.
Yeah.
And if you want to go ahead and submit your story and you think you can outdo Earl, I don't know.
And just remember, though, this contest is not us picking the best. If we need multiple entries so that the people who enter can vote on which one was the best. They just can't vote on their own.
Mm-hmm.
So,
still could win.
Yeah, you could still win.
But see, now we need at least
pretty freaking hilarious.
Now we need at least 2 listeners to send in 2 different origin stories, because if one sends it in, it's a tie.
Yeah.
So we need
that goose power from me.
I know, Birdman.
The bird version of Aquaman.
That's fucking badass.
Yeah.
The weakness was great for Chris. Doesn't finish games.
Oh god, that was awesome.
So, all right. So send in more short stories like that, origin stories, to our other listeners. Send it in, and we'll read it, and then we'll post all the ones we get on the Console Drones website, and then we can do a voting period and pick a winner based on the votes. So send them in, thejokerdrone@gmail.com. And that's it for the more you know.
Or you can send it in at consoledrones@gmail.com as well.
Yeah.
No, it's his segment. Send it to Joker.
They need to send it to me so that I can read it.
Okay. Well, I advertised that before to send it to Console Drones as well. So
Okay.
Either
At
way.
least forward them to me when we get them.
Yeah, if we get them.
When? Be optimistic, Chris.
When? Sorry. Yeah.
When?
Unlike your gaming prowess where you don't finish, we're going to finish this contest.
I do have to talk about finishing games. I have a list that I wrote down of the games that I beat this year. I talk about it later though, because I've got a nice list. I definitely destroyed Nostra Demonic over there on his what his prediction that he had for me. So
All right, that wraps up the more you know.
sweet. All right. Do we have any what the fucks this week before we talk about randos? Yeah. Yeah.
IGN's new date format is fucking stupid.
Well,
So,
I mean, it's not saying a lot. It's IGN. Sorry, but
so normally I can filter like Xbox, PlayStation, Switch. And even then it came out stupid because everything had its own line. So it's like Switch, this game, same game for Xbox. But now it's in monthly format and there's no filtering. So it's everything.
go to GameSpot.
So that was kind of annoying. What the fuck? Ezekiel Elliott and Jared Goff. What? Well, that too, first of all, Joe. But Zeke doesn't deserve 2 cents from anybody. Jared Goff, yeah, he got the Rams to Super Bowl last year, but and he's got potential to be good. But I mean, 110 guaranteed, 110 million guaranteed.
That's that LA money. Telling you, they're rolling
they
in
can't
it.
even. They can't sell out their stadium. How can they afford to pay him?
That, I don't know.
That's all I got.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yes. Those of you that are, I guess, living under a rock and eating raw fish, like John, there's a band called Tool, the greatest band probably, I don't know, existing today. They recently released an album, which is great. I'll get to that in rando. But what the fuck though? For VIPs or the Tool Army members, like their fan club, you had an opportunity this morning at 10 a.m. to purchase the VIP tickets, limit 2 per checkout. They will be in Phoenix, October 23rd. Yeah, that's my what the fuck. Well, first what the fuck, 9:59, log into the website, get ready, website down, does not work. Refresh. Fucking go to Facebook. You know, what the fuck. Finally get in. Guess how much? One ticket.
$200.
$500.
Holy fuck!
Holy balls.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's a floor standard ticket.
no, that's a VIP ticket. So the
Oh,
VIP ticket comes with, you get special merch, you get a parking pass, you get a VIP seat in the arena, and you get a possible, not even a for sure, but you get a possible meet and greet with the band members and a photo opportunity.
That'd be pretty cool.
But it's $500, and my wife wants to go, so I'm not spending $1,000 on Tool. I'm sorry.
Just buy the general admission ticket.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go general admission, and we'll go and we'll have fun. So, yeah, what the fuck website, and then what the fuck price? What the fuck?
Supply and demand, Joe. Supply and demand.
What?
Guarantee that if they could guarantee that meet and greet, then it would be worth it.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's not even a guaranteed meet and greet. It says it's a possible.
Yeah, that
What
sucks.
the fuck? Possible. Fuck this. Another what the fuck for me is, I guess it's a surprise what the fuck. It's kind of a good what the fuck. I guess we're just gonna reunite all the, old Philly relationships in Kansas City. I guess we'll take Shady now. So Shady, welcome to the Chiefs, and we'll see how it goes with the committee.
No Deshaun for you.
Kansas City committee. No Deshaun yet.
Maybe you can have Foles, but you don't.
No,
need
I
Foles.
don't. I don't need Foles. We had Foles and we didn't even use them. I wouldn't mind taking Sproles. Sproles and Jackson. They're calling the Chiefs the Legion of Zoom. So, anyway, that's it for me. Chris, John, Sushi Man.
I got one. This is a real life what the fuck, taking care of the babies, what the fuck. So picture this. I'm sitting down, Arissa's playing with her toys, la-di-da-di-da, and I'm sitting there with the bottle in my hand feeding Raven. And and Arissa decides to take off. And I'm like, Arissa, get back here. And I'm like, oh shit. So I set down Raven. By the time I set her down, I hear a crash and a smash. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So I put her down real quick. I go around the corner, and she had taken the dog water bowl. So the water bowl that we have, it has like the water jug on top of it, feeds through the bowl. She fucking knocked the whole water jug off, and there's water everywhere, like 2 inches of water on her laminate floors, just flowing everywhere. I'm like, son of a bitch. So I grab the jug and I throw it in the sink in the bowl. And I swear I spent like half the day mopping today, mopping up fucking water and cleaning it off of power cords and shit that was in the corner of that area. It sucks so bad. But yeah, babies. Yeah, so that's my what the fuck. Fuck you, Joe.
Sorry, I muted that. I didn't want the audio to be like so loud. I was laughing really hard, but
Yeah, that was my what the fuck for today. I really didn't have anything else other than Arissa's getting into destruction mode. So
Probably baby-proof your house, considering you have 2.
just put him in a pin. Put him in a pin.
I'm not gonna leave her in the pen all day. We have that. We don't have, yeah, I'm gonna throw her in a cage.
Wish.
Yeah, tired of it.
Give her a baby run. Give her a baby run.
Exactly, a baby run. That's what you need.
My house is baby proofed as well, so everything's
Well, obviously not.
Well, the water bowl thing, I didn't expect her to do that, so now I got to find a new place for that. So,
you have to think.
It's all a toy.
What would a baby do?
Get down on your
leg, everything.
Baby.
Just think about what you would do if there was no supervision, if Jackie wasn't around. Oh, water bowl. Take that, Jack.
They have these like industrial hooks that you can put in the ceiling that they hang bicycles from. Put one in the ceiling and then just hang her like a bouncy thing from the hook. Or tie it to the ceiling fan and have her going, wee.
You apparently don't know my wife, so.
What she doesn't see,
Well,
she don't.
He didn't say do it when she's there.
Hell no, don't do it when she's there.
Oh man, not gonna do any of that. You guys' suggestions are great, but
it'll be like the yo-yo at the fair,
right?
Yeah,
it's like those swings, yeah. And it'd be really fun once she gets her sippy cup and she's like flinging it as she's going around in circles and she just flings the juice everywhere in the living room.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Or smacks you while you're playing your Switch every time she swings by. Whap! Whap!
Yeah. But that's pretty much my what the fuck this week. John, do you got anything, buddy?
I can't think of anything.
Does your hat say Go Cougs?
It does. It said WSU Cougars.
Oh, WSU. Yeah. I thought it said Go Cougs. Sorry.
Yeah. We drove over to Pullman this weekend and watched Pullman whoop up on New Mexico State. That is a long fucking drive. It was 6.5 hours pulling a trailer. So, yeah. Miguel.
I have a what the fuck for Joe. This is Joe's what the fuck. The Joker has been getting 10 out of 10 everywhere you look.
All right, you just opened it. You did it. Okay. Every fucking movie that says that, oh, it deserves an Oscar. Oh, it's the greatest movie ever. It's shit. Black Panther was shit.
No, it wasn't.
Bullshit, it was. It did not deserve an Oscar nomination. God dang. It was good, but it wasn't like Oscar-nominated movie. The Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, Mr. Split Lip, man, fuck you. Whatever, your Joker. You know why? Because it has depth and it has character, and it shows so much personality. It makes you feel for the Joker. Fuck you. Jack Nicholson was the only Joker that really did it for me, other than the animated one. Thank you, Mark Hamill.
And this moment is brought to you by the Archbishop of Angry.
Thank you, Earl.
The Maestro of Mad.
Yes. But I'm sorry, I do not believe. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
The fucker of frustration.
Right?
The flag bearer of Furious.
The grinder of gears.
Mm.
I'm sorry, but I just.
Over there, Birdman.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yes, I watched the video on IGN on how they thought it deserved a top nod. But like I said, it's because they dove into the persona of the Joker to really show how disturbed and what made him snap. That's the only reason why they say it deserves a nod, because they deep dive into his personality. Other than that, it probably has nothing to do with the Joker that we know and love.
Aww.
I'm curious. I am curious.
Well, if you're curious, hey, whatever floats your boat, buddy. You know, no judgment here.
Let's go see the Joker in at the end of September, guys. All 4 of us.
No,
Nah.
I'm gonna go see. Well, we're gonna go see the Joker at the end of September, but he's gonna be sitting next to us at the game.
Yep.
And then we'll go watch
Box.
the Joker.
Nah.
If it's out when we go down on Saturday, I'll watch it.
You heard it here, folks.
I'm going to the Yard House after.
Well, we're gonna be there.
Saturday.
We're gonna be there Saturday because we have to go and pick the real Joker from the airport.
I like how he threw that out there. We have to.
Well, I mean, I don't want to just have him stranded out in fucking Phoenix or waiting because Doug is working.
Well, I don't know. I was gonna come stay at the hotel with you guys and not stay at Doug's house.
Well, stay at the hotel because I already told him that I was gonna have an extra guest. So
Yeah, because I love Doug, but he's got 5 children.
no, we only act like kids when we've had enough of
and that's
these.
a
And
lot.
then,
It's a lot of children.
Well, we are going to have a lot of those, Joe.
okay.
So,
Anyway,
considering the fact that we're going to be in the same place in like 3 weeks from now, John, are you interested in a slightly loved and used Xbox One X?
Yes.
Okay.
Yay!
yay! Awesome.
We'll talk. We can talk about that later.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of 3 weeks, Chris, can I have the jersey before the game, please?
Yeah. You
Okay.
Sure can.
Because I'm like
Get that defacing done early.
I'm like this close to getting my Kansas City Matthew jersey, but I don't want to wear anything Chiefs to the game.
Yeah, you can
Yet.
wear that one. That's fine. That's cool. I got you.
Yeah.
Miguel, I don't have an extra Seahawks jersey.
That's fine. Birds are
Although,
birds.
now that we have Jadeveon Clowney, I might go buy another jersey.
Oh, okay.
I do want to add, sorry, I know this is like really going, we're just rolling with this, but fantasy, I did pick up DK and I did pick up Seattle's defense. So
Cool.
Isn't DK hurt?
nope, not anymore.
Oh.
DK's back. He's back. So
All right, so we'll move on to rando shit since John, you didn't have any what the fucks.
I did not.
We'll just
when do you want to
spin it
do?
right-
You want to do main topic or?
Do we have a main topic?
Well, I was going to talk about Astral Chain, but I'll talk about it in rando. It doesn't need to be a main topic.
Sorry, what was that name?
Astral Chain.
Asshole chain, like
That sounds dirty.
It's a cool ass game. You can make
It's
it
an ass
dirty.
game.
it's an ass game. Yeah, it's a cool ass game.
I can just talk about it on my rando shit because I'm just going to talk briefly about it. I'm not going to go into it. So that's fine. We're rolling into rando. Do you guys have any rando shit this week?
Joe and I get no love for Man of Medan, apparently.
Oh, do you want to do that as a main topic too?
Apparently not.
We can. No, we can. Let's talk about the man. The Man of
Medan.
Medan. So scary.
All right, so we'll have main topic Man of Medan, and then I'll talk briefly about Astral Chain.
Okay, I'll go first
then we'll
because
random.
I haven't played that much of it. Beautiful game. Probably one of the best Bandai Namco games, which I was blown away when it said Bandai Namco. I was like, what the fuck? Yes, it's a gorgeous game. It looks outstanding on the One X. Controls a little wonky when you're walking through things. Kind of
Doorways.
yeah,
Definitely.
doorways. It's kind of like Resident Evil, so it's one of those where if you're holding like up to go up, and then they change camera angles. If you at any point let go of the stick and hit up again, the character will turn around and go the other way. So just hold up, and he'll continue even when the camera changes. But as far as like the voice acting, there's actual actors in this that you would recognize. That you're like, hey, I know who that is. I know I've seen him in movies before.
That's Bobby.
That's
Bobby from the X-Men.
Yeah. So you'll notice a lot of characters, the history, the story. It's really great. It's told well, and fuck the jump scares. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. This isn't a psychological. I mean, it is kind of psychological, but it's not like a, like a Hereditary type horror movie. It is like a type horror movie. Or a horror game. Plays a lot like Until Dawn. I do like the character choices because you are able to develop the character in each scenario. They let you choose, or they don't let you choose, but they select the character.
Your actions.
They let you choose the actions of that specific character. So you'll change characters, and then dialogue will come up, and you'll say, oh, I want to do this, or I want to say this, or I want to say that. And yeah, so far, all of my people are still alive, at least I think, with the exception of one. I don't know, he kind of disappeared. But yes, it's a beautiful, beautiful game. Great storytelling. Kudos to Bandai Namco for this one, and I can't wait to keep playing it. And fuck eels.
Yeah, that's.
So far in the
I
game.
mean, if you've played Until Dawn, it very much, like Joe said, plays just like Until Dawn. Fixed camera, decisions, anyone can live or die. So the fact that who makes it, Joe? Do you recall?
What?
The developer? No, not Quantic Dream. Anyways,
I'll look it up.
this is their second game of this genre and this style, and it's working for them. I feel like it is. I really enjoy the playstyle. I'm not a fan of horror games, but just this whole choices, everyone can survive, everyone can die, storytelling, it makes it a good time. Yes, Joe.
Developer is Supermassive.
It's super massive, yeah. So, and they're gonna be making a new one of these pretty much every year. It looks like they had a trailer for the next one at the end of the game, so there's another one coming out in 2020 of this game type. Totally different location, different story, different characters. But yeah, walking through doors is a pain in the ass. By nature, when I play a game, I like to go check all the corners for stuff. And by nature, I hate doing that in this game because there could be a little corridor over there where I know I don't need to go, but hey, there's probably something in there that can give me a clue or help me save my characters down the road. There's a knife, or there's a picture, because there's pictures that give you premonitions of what could happen to help you make your choices. But I know if I go over there and I open something's going to jump at me, and it's going to piss me off, and I'm going to say, why the fuck did I do that? Happens all the time. Good luck, Joe. But if you want the full story, because what happens in the story is the story in itself, but then there's also an additional portion of what actually happened to cause the events. So you're playing the story of the characters, you're doing their choices, and they're experiencing this horrific event, but there's stuff all throughout to let you know why this is a ghost ship, what happened, which I didn't find all this stuff, so I don't know the backstory to why the events happened that caused this ghost ship to be there. So that part I still don't understand, but I finished the story, saved all my characters because that's what I tend to do. I tend to save everybody. But yeah, it was very enjoyable. I liked it. From reading online, apparently it's a totally different experience playing multiplayer. So if Joe, if you're up for it, at some point after you finish, maybe we can try it on multiplayer, because from what I gather reading it is you get control of a couple of characters, I get control of a couple, and then my choices are for those characters and yours are for yours. So we could just totally fuck each other.
Not literally, but yeah.
Not totally fuck each other.
I would have had to make that clear. No sword fighting, buddy. Anyway.
You're fucked. But
yeah,
it was very enjoyable.
I highly recommend. It's I know, what is it, Until Dawn. I don't know if it did release on the Xbox or not. I think it did. No, it did not. So those of the Xbox gamers, the X-boners that have not had the opportunity to play this type of game because it's been all on the Sony Pony shit system, yeah, go ahead and download Dark Pictures Man of Medan. And
$30.
$30. It's not even a full $60 game, and I think it's worth it. It's a cool, it would be a cool experience party game. Have everybody watch. It's like watching a movie, and you just play along, and everybody be like, "No, don't do that. No, don't go in there." You
pushed the wrong button.
You have those friends who are like, "You're gonna die. She's black. She's gonna die. She's the first one." Anyway.
Well, there's 3.
4.
Oh, well, yeah, true. 4.
Yeah. So
5.
Okay. Yeah,
There's
5. I'm sorry, 5. Jeez. Anyway, but I like how they do it, because they did the same narrative with one of the, I'm trying to remember what that Russian actor name was. But anyway, he did it in Until Dawn, where it's like a psychologist, and after a certain chapter, he then goes through and he talks to you, and he's like, "Oh, interesting choices you made."
The curator.
Yeah, the curator. He's like, "Oh, you chose to do this. Oh, well, congratulations. You kept everybody alive." So
one thing I did like in Until Dawn about that character was it impacted your gameplay, because you made choices there. Like, oh, what are you afraid of? Clowns,
spiders. Yeah,
this
exactly.
But
yeah.
This doesn't really have that aspect, which I'm fine with, because I hated the fucking spiders.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck you, spiders. Anyway, great game for $30. You can't pass it up. It's $25 at Walmart, $25 at Target. Pick it up, play it.
And just the visuals, the way. So we talked about the camera and how it's fixed. The way they put the camera, there will be instances where you're walking by and there's a body there, and you're just it's looking over the body so you can see it, but you're in the background. You're just I know something's gonna fucking move. I know the hand's gonna move. I know something's gonna happen, and then nothing happens. But then you go into a corner, and Joe, I'm sure you may experience this, and most of it's not even jump scares. It's loud noises. Well, which contribute to the jump scares.
Well,
it's not the movements that scare you. It's the loud noises.
That's what I have to ask. Are you playing it with headsets?
Yeah.
See, I'm not. I'm playing it just like that. Just on the TV. So,
yeah,
and it's honestly I'm playing it on the TV. Normally I sit right behind me, kind of close to the TV. But when I'm playing that game, I'm sitting over here on the couch, and I'm I'm going around the corner. I'm okay.
See a hand move from around the corner. I don't want to go over there. But to go along with just the visuals, so there was a portion, and you may experience, Joe, you may not, where I go into a corner to go collect extra stuff, like I said I do, and walking back, you just see what looked like a fixed location, like a car or something. You just see something walk off from there, and it's oh fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely a jump scare type game. Again, recommend it.
Kudos, Supermassive.
And Namco, Bandai Namco. Congratulations. Thank you. That's it.
Questions?
Yeah, questions.
Let's see. You said it was similar to Until Dawn.
Yeah, same guys.
Same creators?
Supermassive,
okay.
Yep.
Okay. Is it... Well, it's pretty much... You guys already covered it. I mean, the questions that I had were, how similar is it to Until Dawn? and you said it's very similar. So
It's
pretty much all I have.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I do like the fact that, like Miguel said, so they give you a prologue, and you play along with the prologue to find out what is going on with the purpose of them visiting this place. And depending on how you advance in the prologue, I died early in the prologue, so I didn't get to learn a lot in the game of the background. I jumped after the prologue. After you die, you're like, oh shit, I can go back and redo it. No, that's how the prologue ends, and then it starts with current day, present day, because I guess it happens back in World War II in China on this ship, and shit happens, and then then it switches back to today. Yes, Chris.
I do have a question. So since you said it's similar to Until Dawn, is there something similar to where, like in the beginning of Until Dawn, they go and you talk to a psychiatrist or something? They ask you what you're afraid of. Do they do the same thing here, where you like choose what you're afraid of, and then that kind of shows up in the game?
Nope.
No. Okay.
No, because if they asked me if I was afraid of sharks, I'd be like,
there is the guy that you talk to, though.
There is the guy that you.
There is, but he does not ask you, "Hey, what are you afraid of? What is your favorite color? Or what position do you like?"
The only thing he really asks you is like, "You think you got this? Do you need a clue? Because he'll give you a hint on what's going on." I'm like, yeah, no, it doesn't do anything otherwise. But yeah, just the fact that you're playing through this game as the characters trying to survive, and then there's just this whole background story and stuff that you find. Just it's two completely separate things.
Okay. No, I think that's all I had. Sounds like a cool game. I'll have to. Miguel, did you get it digitally? I might try it, since I said I'd let you guys play it first.
Wear your diaper.
Okay. I won't play it around the girls. So, cool.
I mean, it probably won't scare them if you have a headset on.
But
majority of the scares are auditory.
Yeah, but it will, like, there are things that are just like,
Yeah.
if she's, if Arissa's watching TV, and then you got to deal with her crying, and anyway.
Right. I always deal with her crying anyways, but, I get it.
All right, let's move on to this Astral Chain. Sorry.
All right, so we'll get on to Astral Chain. And the reason I like this game that I thought was pretty cool, first of all, it's made by Platinum Games, and this is an action RPG-ish style of a game. So it's a lot of your hack and slash, but it's a little bit different. A lot of people are comparing it to Bayonetta, and there are some similarities to Bayonetta, but what's really cool about it is where the game is set. The game is set in a near-future cyberpunk metropolis called the Ark, which I thought was real cool. So it's like a cyberpunk style of a city, and the story is a meteorite hits Earth, and it opens up wormholes to gates to a different realm. And when in this realm, there's the enemies called the Chimaeras, and the Chimaeras are like these crazy alien-esque, futuristic aliens that come and attack the Earth. Yes, Joe.
Sorry, it's Chimera.
Chimera?
I looked it up, and I've been watching videos on it, so I might buy it too. Anyway, it's Chimera. Yeah.
The Chimeras. Sorry, my bad.
No, it's fine.
I'm not a good reader, apparently. So basically, these Chimeras come to Earth, and they basically inhabit or try to inhabit the Earth, and they put like red matter all over and pollute the Earth with this red matter stuff. Yeah, they just pollute the Earth with red matter everywhere. And basically, it makes people sick, and they turn into the Chimera. They basically will turn into the Chimera if they, get infected by this red matter. So basically, you are a set of twins. You can choose between male or female, of joining a police force called the Neuron. And the Neuron basically is a police force that everyone has an astral chain. Basically, what the astral chain is connected to your wrist, and this astral chain, you are able to capture the Chimera, and you turn them into a legion, basically a police force. What I like about the combat when you're controlling a chimera is you can hit the L button, the L2 button, and it releases the Legion out, and it does its own fighting by itself. And then also the actual astral chain that's connected to your wrist, you can use it as a weapon. So you can like take the Legion and you can control him, but you're not controlling his actual fighting. He's doing all the action of swinging and everything, but you can make him spin around an enemy and it wraps him around like a lasso, and basically you kind of put him in like a hold move. And it's really, really nice. Really cool effects with the astral chain. You can actually use the chain as a tripwire to basically trip the enemies. So like when you're fighting a boss and he's charging at you, you can send your Legion out and he will go across and basically make a tripwire and make him flip up. And then basically it makes him dazed, and then you can start fighting him. Your character has a ranged weapon, and then also you have a baton, some sort of melee weapon that you can go and hit enemies with, which I thought was pretty cool. But basically, you're this police force, and you're going through between the Metropolis, the cyberpunk world, and you're going in through these gates into the other worlds, and you're fighting Chimera. And there's a big story about it. I don't want to do any spoilers about the story and stuff, but a really, really, really cool game. And just the way the action works in this game, I thought was really cool. I mean, there's a lot of investigative work where you go and talk to people around the city, and you know that can get kind of boring, but it's pretty fun. I mean, once you learn the moves of your Legion, you basically will start understanding that you become the only Neuron police officer that has the astral chain, because everyone else loses their legions, and you're the only one. So basically, you're going to go and collect all these other legions that have different types of powers. So, like for instance, I have a legion that's all swords. So he does a lot of melee, and they each have a special hit. So one of the melees, basically you do a special hit to open up certain doors and stuff like that. And then you have a arrow legion where you shoot arrows, and you can shoot. And there's a lot of different puzzles in this game. So you have to figure out which legion to use and what types of powers to open up to get to the next area inside the realm. When you're going and discovering different areas in this realm, you're trying to save people, because people get grabbed, they get sucked up into these gates, and you have to go save these people in those gates as well, which is pretty cool. So just a small part about the game. I know I'm not best at explaining the game, but it's fucking really fun, and everybody that has a Nintendo Switch should try this game out if you're into action RPGs. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. It's a fun game, and honestly, I think it's going to be on the top of the charts. But that's pretty much my review. So, yeah.
And you said Switch exclusive?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's exclusive for Switch.
There were some things that I saw in a lot of the videos. Since we talked earlier, I've been doing nothing but watching Astral Chain videos. I do like the fact that all of the videos are voice acted. So there's no text, there's no everything is voice acted. So kudos to Platinum Games for that. The graphics, from what at first for the Switch, it's like cell shaded, kind of like a Legend of Breath of the Wild type graphics. Very clean, crisp, looks beautiful. The soundtrack, they're saying it's like almost like a metal slash Japanese pop type album. So the sound effects or the music and everything, it's really like, rock esque. The controls were the only downfall of the game, as they said that every button on the Switch controller has an assignment for something, and to remember what it is, it's kind of hard. But I don't know. I might pick this up because it looks great. And I would, just based off me, I haven't played it, but just based off of the videos that I've seen and the gameplay videos, not just, story mode, I would pick it up. But the only downfall for me personally, would be the hack and slash portion, because it looks like it's a lot of button mashing. It is an RPG-esque type action adventure game. So you're like hack, 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 the numbers and stuff like that. But I mean, hell, Ultimate Alliance is the same way. So I would say why not pick it up? And so far, every place that I've seen, it's either a 10 or a 9 out of 10.
Just like the Joker.
Video games are different.
It's a great game, Joe, and for your point on the controls itself, you can actually choose different modes. And so right now I'm playing in casual play, and basically certain things, like if I get stuck on some, it'll actually show you like different. It'll tell you what the assignment is for that function. I can't fucking think when you guys are fucking around, but
tutorial. It's like a little mini tutorial. It just says press this button.
Mini menu that pops up, and it kind of shows you those assignments. It makes it a lot easier that way.
Cool.
And you choose casual play, and it's not as difficult, and you don't have to remember all that shit. So it's pretty nice. I
might pick it up. It looks great. But again, we're Switch bitches, so
yeah, it's very manga. Is that what you would call it? Manga. Yeah, sorry.
Manga. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Very very manga artist appeal to it.
And Miguel, don't say man gay either. Don't say that.
Waiting for that too. Fucking asshole. No, it's a great game. I'm enjoying.
We weren't gonna.
But now you said it is man gay.
No, this game is real fun. Actually getting into the story of this game for once. I actually really like the story. So anyways, that's pretty much me and Astral Chain. Go on, Miguel.
I was just gonna ask John if there were any new games he'd played, like Insurgency Sandstorm, that he would like to talk about, because it seems like we talk about games and John just sits back. So John, anything you want to talk about in your Insurgency world?
I really like Insurgency Sandstorm because you can have your own custom servers and adjust the settings to more different types of gameplay.
Like Battlefield?
I don't know. I never experienced that in Battlefield. But I've been playing a lot on the Iron Guard server. A guy named Mike set it up. You have like unlimited loadout. You can carry as much as you want, but the enemy count is much higher, and he can adjust the difficulty on them as well. It's just a really fun server to play on. Joe looks like he's frozen.
I'm not.
He's not.
I just downloaded Insurgency Sandstorm.
You purchased it? Huh, interesting.
I miss
the podcast.
I miss playing with John, so he won't play Division anymore. So I was like,
Joe, he's getting Gears in like a day and a half.
I have Game Pass, so what?
So do I. That's why.
Yeah, I can still play. But yeah, I did it. I said fuck it. Because I looked at cdkeys.com and it was like $25 and Steam had it for $29. I'm like, it's just $4, $5, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. We'll move on down to rando shit if we don't have anything else for main topic.
Yes.
Okay. John, you were going to say something, rando? Whatever you want, buddy. What were you going to say?
I was.
Oh.
Anyways, I have some randos. Unless John, did you have something?
I had to start selling my Forerunner because I got a trailer and a boat, so now I have to get rid of something because my wife feels overwhelmed. So yeah, today I sold off the bumpers off my Forerunner, made $450.
You still have the Forerunner? You just got rid of the bumpers?
Yeah. Right? Well, I'm gonna start selling it off piece by piece. I got to pull the motor out, and hopefully, I can sell the body itself for $1,500.
That's smart. Breaking it. Nice.
Because most people who do wheeling, they don't want the motor that I put in it. I can sell the motor to guys who do like drifting. They put that motor in drift cars.
Bop.
So yeah, I can get more money for it if I take it apart.
Huh.
Just means I gotta do the work.
Bop.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all I can think of.
Okay. Joe, you got any rando?
I do. Youngest son's 7th birthday just came up, and got him a Switch. So I've got oldest, youngest, and myself all have Switches. So that's why I was playing Portal Knights like crazy, because we can all join in a world and we just go crazy with Portal Knights.
You can all join together in Fortnite, Joe.
I will not do that. You know why? Because, thank you, Epic Games, I have to have an email account. So I have both of my email accounts, my Yahoo and my Gmail. One's for my oldest and one's for my youngest. I no longer have a douche drone Fortnite account, so I will not be playing Fortnite. So
Until they talk you into it.
Nope.
They're gonna guilt you. Come on, Dad.
The only reason why I played it the first time was for the E-Vengers thing, and then that was it. That's it. No more. I'm done. So yeah, that was got Aiden a Switch. Got him Portal Knights, and gonna get him some other digital games. Got him on the online family group, so pretty much set him up. And he's got the newer Switch with the longer battery, so that's kind of cool. Those of you that are looking for the newer Switch, make sure that the lines on the side of the box are red, not white. That's a good hint. If you want the Switch with the longer battery, the red lines on the side of the box when you buy it, not the white lines. Other rando shit. Did listen to the Tool album like, I don't know, I probably listened to it like 5 or 6 times already, and absolutely loved it from beginning to end. Each song that has lyrics is at least 10 minutes long, so I doubt that they will be playing any of the new Tool songs on the radio. If you can, buy it or listen to it on Pandora or Spotify. Yes, Miguel.
There's one they play on Octane, or they did for a while. I haven't heard it in a while.
That's XM. That's different. I meant like radio, radio. You know. Absolutely love.
Don't do that anymore.
Okay, I'm old. Okay.
Yes, you are.
Okay, so anyway,
Adjust the bunny ears on your TV, Joe. Is that what you're doing?
smack it. There we go. Okay, get the foil. Anyway, yeah. Other than that Tool album, listened to it, loved it. Been listening to it. Great album, and rando shit. Other than that, shit. What was it? I had something. Saw Bohemian Rhapsody last night. Thank you, Miguel, for buying that movie.
Saw what?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh.
Actually enjoyed the hell out of it. I really did. I kind of
Did you now, darling?
I know. Remy did a really great job. I mean,
Yeah.
like halfway through the movie, it was like, what does Freddie Mercury look like? You know, because I actually thought that Remy did a hell of a job.
Yeah.
You know, towards the end, Ceci got kind of, you know, teary-eyed because she didn't really know the whole story behind Freddie Mercury and, you know, when he contracted AIDS and stuff like that. So I enjoyed the hell out of the movie. I've always liked Queen, unlike some of our friends, or, you know, we have common friends that don't like Queen. Ray. Anyway, he swears that Journey is better than Queen. Suck it, Ray. No, Queen is better than Journey. Anyway.
Bicycle.
Anyway, yeah, enjoyed the hell out of that movie, and that's it.
Cool. Miguel, you got any rando?
Yes.
Yes.
I finished watching Dexter again, and I hate it still.
Why did you do that to yourself? I saw your face.
Because it's a good show until you watch the last episode, and I didn't think I was going to be that let down because I already knew it was going to happen. But lo and behold, the last episode came around, and I watched it, and then, fuck this! It's the stupidest ending ever, worse than Game of Thrones. So yeah, that happened. It's hard to be worse than Game of Thrones. But I mean, it's a great show. I really like Dexter. It's just that last episode is just awful. Joe, I started watching The Boys.
What do you think? Yes?
It's good.
It's
I'm enjoying
good.
it.
It's good.
The whole like first episode where it's like he's got her arms in his hands and it's like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the bomb in the butt. Yeah.
I'm just telling those of you guys that haven't seen it, John, if you haven't seen it, Chris, don't watch it with the kids.
Nope.
Chris, don't watch it with Jackie because she won't like it. It's got gore and stuff. So
And
it's
it
like
has superheroes, so there's
like I've said before, it reminds me a lot of True Blood mixed with the Avengers. So it's got that type of vibe to it.
and all the characters are clearly spoofs of fucking DC characters. There's Superman, there's Wonder Woman. I'm guessing Black Noir, which I haven't really seen too much in the show, is supposed to be Batman.
Yeah.
And you have the Deep, who is Aquaman,
Aquaman.
and fucking what's his name, who's the Flash. But yeah, clearly spoofs of them. But yeah, it's
Yeah. It's good. It's great. But yeah, it's great.
Cool.
Yeah.
There's some
Go
good
ahead.
humor in there.
Yes.
Like the whole what's his name? What's the guy's name? Butcher.
Butcher.
When Butcher's recruiting Mother's Milk and he's like, "Oh no, Frenchie's not involved at all." And then Frenchie walks in and he's like, "You said he wasn't gonna fucking be here."
Yep.
Little things like that are just fucking funny.
Yes, highly recommend the show. It's a Amazon Prime show exclusive, so if you don't have Amazon Prime, I'm sorry, but it's a great show. I'm going to mention though, back to my rando, just add in one thing. I did watch I'm almost done with Hyperdrive on Netflix. Those of you that love cars, love racing, drifting, watch Hyperdrive. It's like American Ninja, but with cars.
Interesting.
Did you watch Chappelle yet?
No, I have not. I probably will watch it tonight because with the whole school thing, the boys are at my mom's, so I'll probably watch it tonight.
Okay. Next up, I'm currently driving a Toyota Camry
Why?
because I'm getting a new clutch in my truck, and I dropped it off this morning at like 11 o'clock, and they were going to work on it. And so I get a call 2:30. Yes, John.
Why are you getting a new clutch? Isn't that a brand new truck?
So the
Burnouts.
clutch would, that.
Burnouts.
It would
Duh.
squeak and be annoying when I would push it in or release it when it was warmer temperatures. So I took it to the shop and they're like, "Oh yeah, there's a thing out for this and we can repair it." It's
recall.
it's not a recall. It's
Tech bulletin.
Yeah, it's a tech bulletin.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing those are just annoyances that they say, "Okay, fine, we'll fix it." So I'm getting a new clutch.
Okay.
So yeah, I took it, and they called me, and the guys. So I called them yesterday and said, "Well, you were supposed to get parts in 5 days, and I haven't heard anything from you guys." They said, "Oh, we haven't gotten them." So then they called me back yesterday and say, "Oh, we just got them. Can you bring it in tomorrow?" I'm like, "Sure." So I take it in, and then the guy calls me back. He's like, "So we took it apart, but the master technician who was supposed to work on it, he's getting married today." I'm like, "Oh, cool." So we have to wait on the other master technician, and he won't be freed up till 4:30. And I have to go to Phoenix to go take my dad to a doctor's appointment tomorrow. So I was like, "Well, will you have it done by 10 o'clock tomorrow?" They're like, "Well, we're going to shoot for 10 tomorrow." So I may have my truck, but I'm driving a Camry right now. And it feels weird. I know.
Yeah. Old man Camry.
Yeah. But
Sorry, soccer mom Camry.
I got a brand new clutch, so whatever. And then lastly, so Gears comes out this week, guys. Shall we be friends and play Horde together?
Yes.
I'm down.
I'm down.
It's installable now.
Sweet.
My kids are gonna be upset. I put the Xbox in their room.
Oh, poor them.
Yep.
Buy him a
Priorities.
Switch.
No.
Buy them a 360.
I think I still have one.
Go plug it in. And be like, "No, that's the Xbox. I don't know what
It's
you
the
want."
new one. They went from X to the 360. What are you
I'm
talking about?
pretty
It's a
sure-
bigger
is it-
number.
Roblox is on fucking 360. Just put it on there. But yeah, well, I know Joe already said not this weekend, but we can play some Horde together.
Well, I think the
Yay!
Breakpoint thing starts tomorrow. It says the 5th through the 10th. So,
Yeah, I need to update.
but yeah.
And just real quick, football's back starting tomorrow. I'm excited.
Yeah. Back in the
Yay.
season, boys. Woo! I'm excited too. Hell yeah.
College football's back. Yes.
Go Coug.
Go Cougs, go Blue.
Go Blue Cougs.
The Cougs are crimson and gray.
Just
Chris,
real quick, I just got an update headline. More Switch news. Sorry, Jedi Knight ports are coming to the Switch. So Jedi Knight on September 24th, Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast will be ported to the Switch.
Fuck yes.
So
I hope they have multiplayer for that Outcast. That would be sick.
yeah,
Okay.
and PS4, but fuck Sony anyway.
That's cool. John, you got any rando?
Nope.
No? So I've got a couple things for rando shit. First of all, I know it was my weakness that we talked about, beating games. I do have a list this year that I did beat, and I forgot to add one that I was playing on my Switch. I beat American Fugitive. I've beaten Battlefield 1, Bayonetta 1, Bayonetta 2, Wolverblade, Astrobot, and Mario Odyssey all this year. And I'm also working on Astral Chain. I've got 2 more Legions to collect. And then also on Ultimate Alliance 3, I only have 3 bosses to beat, and I've beaten those 2 games right there. And then I have 5 missions left on Hawaii Shakedown, or Shakedown Hawaii. So I'm doing pretty good this year. John?
How many of those games are not on the Switch?
2?
So you beat 2 games this year. Good
No,
job,
no.
Chris.
No.
That
Switch
was
games don't count.
that was
Yep.
extremely similar to my question. My question was going to be, how many AAA games have you beat that are not Switch titles?
0.
Because I can't relate to any of these games you're naming.
It doesn't
those
matter.
aren't real games.
Doesn't matter. I've beaten games. Games are games.
No, okay. I beat a game on my phone, so we'll add that to my list too.
Tetris.
Phone games and Switch games are totally different.
Oh, they are really mobile
the
games.
Mobile
games.
The titles that I just said you're not able to play those on your phone.
Mobile games.
So
Because the Switch is a mobile device.
The Switch is a real device.
It's a mobile
I'm
device.
a real device.
It's a real game device, you motherfuckers. And I've beaten these games.
Joe, what's your opinion? Joe.
And I'm gonna keep beating these games. So I'll go back and eventually beat Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I have like a few more missions left on that, and I have that done.
My
You're gonna
10-year-old has beat it twice.
You're gonna have to replay that, Chris, because you're gonna be like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's been 2 years.
It's been
What are
2
the
years
controls?
since I played on a real console.
Sony's a real console. Joe, any words for that? No?
For the audio listeners, Joe's hiding under his desk.
Because Joe agrees with me.
Yeah, Sony's not a real device.
I plead the fifth.
Seriously though, I'm gonna continue playing Nintendo Switch games. I am the Switch guy here, and I'm gonna keep beating those games. So you can not call me a gamer or whatever you want to call me. It's fine. But I am
Calm down, Birdman.
Gooseman.
So
Gooseman.
He's like
Get
a
on my
bird version.
all the birds though.
man.
All the birds.
Yeah, Birdman.
No, what's the guy's name from Rick and Morty, Joe? The bird guy?
Fuck, I don't remember. It's been so long since I've seen Rick and Morty.
So
Anyway, I would give him credit for at least Mario Odyssey, maybe Astrobot, like a AAA title. Doesn't matter whether it's Switch or not, but a $60 game, yeah, give him credit for that. I mean, some of the $20, $10 games, okay, maybe Wolverblade, maybe,
Wolverblade was like $30.
No, yeah, but.
It's just like your Man of Medan, or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm not gonna say I beat Man of Medan. It's like, ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm beating games still. It's just nothing that is an accolade in your guys' minds or whatever. So it doesn't matter. It's cool. It's all good. And then also moving on to Netflix. Joe, I saw they ready.
Chappelle?
Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah.
That one first episode.
Mhm.
She was pretty fucking hilarious. There's a couple of jokes in there that got me rolling.
Oh,
that I
the
wanted-
first. Yes.
Yes, the first episode.
Yes.
I want to do some of the things like the bathroom, the sign on the bathroom. You know what I'm talking about? I want to do that so bad. I don't want to talk about it here.
I'm
but
going to talk about it. So the comedian on They Ready, the Tiffany Haddish show, one of her jokes was that she's an African American woman, and she married a white man, a white man, like socks with sandals and shorts type white man. And I think he did something where he put like white people only on the sign on the bathroom.
when they got mad at her. Said whites only.
It said whites only.
Oh.
And I'm sorry, but because it was an interracial relationship, I immediately thought about Chris and Jackie, and I said, "You got to watch the first comedian because she's hilarious."
It was funny as fuck.
So, yeah.
Her telling it, me telling it, not a you can say it. That's why I was.
Yeah, I mean it's
Great
funny. It's funny. Yeah.
He's funny. Fuck.
Did
So
Jackie watch it?
no, I'm gonna show it to her when we get some time together. We haven't been together for a while. Yeah, I'll show her. She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
Watch Chappelle, Chris. Just don't watch it with Jackie.
I watched his newest one.
Sticks and Stones?
Yes, I saw that last night.
Not with Jackie, right?
Jackie was there.
Oh, I figured some of those things might not make her happy.
She doesn't get offended by that stuff, to be honest. She laughs at stuff like that. She's not as scary as you think she is, Miguel.
She's scary.
She just doesn't like racism.
She's okay with it in joke context.
Really? Really?
If it's against her and it's like real racism, but in a joke format, then sure, it's fine.
What about those firewater jokes? What about the oven jokes, Chris?
When it comes from me, she doesn't like it. But I'm not a comedian. I'm not a professional. I'm not getting paid for that.
Maybe
you're funny.
I think you're funny.
You're a comedian. Jeez. I think they're funny.
Yeah, I know. But
Joe thinks they're funny.
I'm sandals and socks white, so I can't really do too much.
So how was Chappelle?
It was fucking awesome. I loved it. It was great.
Did you like how he talked about if LeBron James had a sex change?
I did. His face was funny too. Because he compared it to what if he was. Black.
If he was I identify as Asian.
It was funny as fuck. And then I let him talk about like the shooters and stuff, like all the relevant shit he talked about, which was really cool. So it was pretty funny.
Is that on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah.
Sticks and Stones.
All your stand-up now is on Netflix. All the good comedians are doing Netflix deals. So just look out for all the new shit because it's good stuff.
Some are hit or miss.
Segura's great.
Mike Epps was awful.
God, Mike Epps was awful. Segura, hands down. Like I watch all of his, and I'm cackling.
Good.
Yep.
Joe Rogan, good.
Joe Rogan. What's the British guy? I can't think of him, but he's like a Scottish or British guy, and he's really, really blunt about a lot of things. So,
is redheaded guy?
No.
Who is that guy?
I don't know.
Just check out the comedy on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
That's pretty much the only good thing that's left on Netflix.
So, moving on to another Netflix episode that I got into. I don't know if you guys have watched this before, but it's with Rob Schneider. It's called The Real Rob. No, it's Rob Schneider, and it's actually like about his life. Like they made it kind of like a TV episode documentary in a way. So it's like a doc series, but really not. Like they try to make it like I don't know how to explain it, but it's a really good show. It's a really, really good show. It like shows like his agent and his wife and his day-to-day lives with his kids and stuff like that. But they made it like a TV show, like a sitcom in a way.
Kind of like Kardashians a little bit?
No, not Kardashian. It's not that realistic.
Mr. Iglesias?
It's probably similar to Mr. Iglesias, Fluffy. So you have to watch it. It's really good. I got hooked into that, and I think that came out in 2017. So it's been out for a little bit. So, but I decided to check it out because I like Rob Schneider. I think he's hilarious, and
yeah, you're good now.
It's a good show. Moving on over to YouTube TV. If anybody's had a chance, go on, Miguel.
Love, Death, and Robots. Have you watched it yet?
Nothing Robots? No, I haven't yet.
Ah,
What's it about?
Love, Death, and Robots.
It's
Okay.
a bunch of short stories.
It's anime.
Okay, awesome. I'll check it out. I like anime. Hell
It's
yeah,
anime-ish. I don't know.
anime.
Anyways, Apple TV.
YouTube TV.
Yeah, okay.
Going to YouTube TV. The only reason I watch YouTube TV, and I think I've said this before, but I'm really enjoying the Cobra Kai TV series. It's basically from the Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3, and they're pulling it from the 80s movies, and it's now where Johnny is older and the Karate Kid is older too as well. So Daniel's older, and you kind of see like this TV episode with the Cobra Kai, and they add in a lot of stuff back from the movies, and I really enjoy this fucking TV show. That's the only reason why I have YouTube TV. So if anybody's into the Karate Kid, check it out. It's fucking awesome. If you're not gonna like it. You have to be into the Karate Kid. Yeah, Joe.
Is YouTube a subscription?
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube TV is.
Good God.
There's,
I
$50
think
a month?
there's a trial or something that you can do for
Okay.
whatever bucks or something. But I only do it for that. Other than that, it's expensive. So
Yeah. Okay.
I
I
did
didn't
for
know.
one-
I've never tried YouTube TV.
it's good. I mean, I watch the live TV and stuff. It's a lot faster. The guide loads better and everything better than PS View, because that's what I have it to compare to. Because the guide's shitty on PS View.
Yes.
Still is. I'm thinking about going to something else. My brother said check out Philo because it's only $20 a month, and you get Hallmark Channel and a bunch of other stuff. So, but I don't know. I just have to look into other subscription services. But let's see. I think I have one more thing. What was it?
I have PlayStation View again.
Do you
Boo.
get it for NFL or what?
Sorry, what?
Did you get it for the NFL or what? Why'd you get it?
Yeah. I got it. So, well, NFL, watch games Thursdays and Fridays, and also to have my red zone because that's how I roll with football on Sundays. And then also American Horror Story is about to start up again, and Walking Dead's about to start up again. So
When are they gonna kill that fucking show? God
never.
damn.
They're making movies.
I don't give a fuck. Walking Dead, it's like walking a dead horse. That's what they need to call the next series. It's fucking stupid.
When are they gonna end fucking Assassin's Creed? It's like
They
fucking
did.
Assassins over and over and over again game. Bullshit.
Oh, the games? No. It's like, okay, Gears 5 is the last one. Fuck Gears. No. They're going to keep doing it. It's their cash cow. I thought you meant about the movies, but Disney did
No.
cancel Assassin's Creed movies.
Superpowers coming out.
Fuck you, Disney. When it comes to Assassin's Creed, fuck you, Disney. You fucked with the movies. Damn it. Bring them back. Anyway, I'm done.
Yeah,
It's almost as if Sony might be better for an Assassin's Creed movie or something.
Warner Brothers. Fuck you, Sony. And fuck you, Sony, because what you did to the Spider-Man cover for Far From Home. I don't know if you guys saw that or shit or not. What they did on that cover for the 4K DVD or the 4K Blu-ray. Fuck you, Sony.
What they do?
They said no in-game for Spidey. In quotes on the bottom of the cover for the 4K. Fuck you, Sony. You can suck a dick. Big old fat Venom dick. Suck it.
Chris, did you remember that last thing that you had?
no, I don't know what it is. I'll talk about it next week. Whatever the fuck it was.
Sorry.
I forget. John, do you have anything? Mr.
Nope.
Beard here? No?
No.
You're just here to listen.
Yeah.
You're just one of the listeners again?
Yeah, I have to go replace my tail blinker light on the back of my truck, and it's getting dark out.
Tree stump?
Okay.
No, it just stopped working.
You better make
Alright.
sure there weren't any tree stumps in the vicinity.
There are a lot of tree stumps, but if my wife were to run over a tree stump in my front yard, it would be impressive because they're up a 15-foot hill that you can't drive up. But maybe it's. I mean,
So, I think you should
I'm not
challenge
going to
her
put
now.
it past her.
Okay, well, we'll let you go do your taillight change.
Change your tail light, sir. I did have the last thing I was going to talk about, but I can talk about it next week. I just want to say Joe is full of shit, and everything that he said last week was bullshit about fantasy football. So he didn't
Well,
stash. He dropped
Game-
everybody he was stashing for me.
Oh.
Fucker. All
Game
right,
of
so-
Thrones. Game of Thrones. Da-na-na-na-na. I did a little finger.
Shame.
Yeah, I did a little finger. So I basically was just
Shame.
like Red Wedding. I just dropped all the Cardinals.
All right. Anyways, this is
That's
going to wrap
awesome.
up episode number 141. This is Chris. I'm going to go play some Switch. I am out. Peace.
This is John. I'm gonna go change out a turn signal light bulb. I'm out.
This is Miguel. I'm gonna go eat. Then play Mortal Kombat.
This Joe, I'm gonna go eat and watch some Chappelle. Game on, guys.
Game on, boys.
Game on.
Game on.
Gamer Talk Podcast, Season fucking 2.